Junktilda. Believe it or not, this video was an hour and something long, and I cut it all down because it's boring. You know, like ripping my paper there, I just sped that way up. And I do speed my videos up anyway because I am so slow at crafting. I'm a slow crafter. So, if the speed of the video bothers you and you are watching this on YouTube, I know that on a mobile device in the top corner there should be a little gear, and it lets you choose your playback speed, and you can either speed it up or slow it down. I usually watch videos you know, of people crafting sped up, unless it's people who I listen to their chit-chatting. You know, it's kind of how I keep track of some people's lives. But some of them, like especially when I'm doing dishes or I'm in a rush and I don't have, you know, a ton of time, I will just do that. The book pages I put on there they're old pages, and they're very brittle, so they work good for this, you know, collage base glued down onto a surface. They're not good on their own. And as I go through things, and it's funny because when you watch a video afterwards, you realize how much you wish you used certain things. Like, I really liked that black and white image on the other side. I don't know why it didn't register in my brain, but watching it after the fact, you know, it registers. So this is some of my I call them whitewash papers, where I painted some Franken paper I made out of magazine pages, where I glued a bunch of strips and shapes down, and then I went over it with paint, and then I wiped the paint off with a wet towel of some sort. And it was actually, a lot of them came out pretty cool. The black came out kind of dingy. And I know I've said this in recent videos before too, but you know, you might be new to my channel. And if you are, I want to welcome you to the shenanigans. I've been getting a handful of new subscribers here and there, so if you are new, please feel free to click on the link in my description box of places where you can stalk me and sign up for my newsletter, because I am going to be using the newsletter pretty regularly to communicate fun things that I have for sale or projects that I'm working on, and just a little dose of inspiration every once in a while. And it's good. I mean, I like newsletters. I get newsletters from artists that I follow, and I really like it. I'm trying to use up this Scotch tacky glue. I'm sure it's a delightful glue, but I got this used, and whoever used it cut the tip very big, so it puts out a really large glob of glue every time. So I'm like really just trying to power through it and use it up. And it's thick, so you can't really spread it around with a brush. I mean, I guess you probably could with a knife. Maybe that would be something I would do. These stickers are awesome. My next trip to Dollar Tree is definitely going to involve some kind of rainbow stickers like that, because they're just great. Next Wednesday, is my daughter's last day of school. I say this because I'm getting all of her final grades now for her classes, and I don't understand that because there's still like a week left of school. But you know, they did this last year too, where they like stopped doing work a month, you know, 3 weeks before school ended. So, you know, but I let her go because it's fun. The last days of school, we all know how fun it is. So I let her go, and if she didn't want to go any days next week, I wouldn't make her go. I would keep her home. That's fine. She's done good. She's worked really hard. Her grades are decent. I really can't complain about that. And this is the last year that it's just me and Lily going to school, because next year my youngest starts kindergarten. So next year I will have 2 little monkeys that I bring to school in the mornings, and that'll be fun. Everyone's like, what are you going to do with all your time? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to work. I'm going to get stuff done. These are painty papers. I believe that's from Janet, USA Janet, and I love those painty papers. They are so textury and grungy, and the designs are great. So yeah, I love grungy, designy, textury jelly prints. I should probably get my jelly plate out. Not like I need painting papers. I've got like 40 zillion. But just because it's fun and relaxing. And I guess I could always add things to my 40 zillion jelly prints, right? This image here I've had for ages from a magazine. And, it's like you have these images that you like. You just don't know where to put them. You put them in a journal like this, just background collection of things that you like to look at. So it really is like creating your own magazine. I know I've said that recently in a video too, but I'm just reiterating that it's like you're making your own magazine. And another thing that I'm going to do with this a little bit more, like I do with my fall and my Christmas journals, is I'm going to do a little bit of journaling and memory keeping in these books, because they're kind of like my catch-all for the time that I'm working on them. So this one I dated and I started it this year in February, I think. And so I'm just keeping up with the things that I do in little bits and bobs of paper, like my daughter's little school notices and pictures and things that they make for me. I like to put that stuff in there. So it's going to kind of just be my catch-all memory keeping, not journal, not writing journal. It's a collection journal for me, I guess. It's where I collect my memories. Some people scrapbook. I don't print a lot of photos. I wish I did. I wish I liked printing photos, but I don't. I just don't print them. I did for a long time have photos from not Snapprint, Snapfish, and they did, 100 free prints and you pay for shipping. Well, the shipping was like $10, it was outrageous, but you got 100 free prints a month. So there was a lot of months that I did my 100 free prints. And a lot of them are for when the kids were little. So that was, I do have a lot of albums filled up with images from my kids when they were itty bitties, which is nice. I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't done that probably since COVID started. I haven't had any pictures developed. But like our Girl Scout troop, they're going to develop, they usually do little photo albums of the season of the year in Girl Scouts. So if they do that, I might take some of the pictures and put them in here. I didn't do that in past years because I kind of just decided to start making this into a memory keeping type thing, because I kind of already do it anyway, sort of, just not consciously making the decision. And yes, I've got to straighten that paper out. I was going to edit that part out, but you really can't. You can't edit out every single thing, But I did edit this video quite a bit. So, yeah, I share all this with you because maybe you might want to keep some kind of a memory system that isn't formal, that isn't a formal scrapbooking book or a formal journal, where you can kind of just be free and just sprinkle it with little things that you want to remember. This was a homework pass. She got a homework pass from school and she said, "Mom, I'm not going to use this because when I get homework, it's because I need to work on something, so I'm not gonna skip out on the homework," which is true. They only gave the kids homework when it was things that they were slacking in or, things that they needed. This butterfly, I don't know how to fix my video editing, y'all. It just zooms out. I don't know why. I wanted you to see all these little stickers. They're actually stick-on earrings, which are adorable. There's like cute little avocados, palm trees, panda bears, little kitties. It's like really, really cute. So, and then I'm drawing hearts with my white pen. I'm really into my pens lately. Really into my doodling and my pens. Maybe I'll start incorporating some of my doodles into my artwork too. Because I am rather proud of my doodles. Not gonna lie. I am rather proud of them. So, but, I'm just kind of... Oh, yes. And then I put my letter stickers on here. And I realize after I've already started that I'm missing some of the letters. So what do you do when you're missing some of the letters? You draw them in. And what happens if you don't have a black Sharpie to match? you just use the blue one that you have, right? Isn't that true? Isn't that what we do? So, is that a perfect thing? No, it is not a perfect butterfly, but it does just fine for what we need. But my suggestion when it comes to letter stickers would be make sure you have all the letters for the word before you go putting the word in your artwork. So I'm drawing my Y. I'm not very good at these. I really want to practice and work on some lettering. But look, I think that looks fine. I really want to practice doing some work on lettering and stuff. That's a birthday card that I got from Defy when it wasn't my birthday. They sent it like last summer. So I was like, hey, I'm going to keep it anyway. It was very nice. Very nice non-birthday. But yeah, that's a stamped image I got in some Happy Mail. So don't forget too, you can cut out your stamped images if you elect to stamp them. Some of my favorite tissue paper to use on my stamped pages. My kids and I just played with a bunch of their stamps one night and a bunch of the cheap ink pads that I put aside for them. And that's how that went down. So I love that. And it's transparent, so you can still see the funky juggling chicken in it. And yeah, looking at through my letters, I'm missing a lot for the words that I want to incorporate. And this here is a pocket letter that I had gotten a long time ago. I was in a pocket letter swap, and I am officially dismantling the pocket letter because while I love the look of the pocket letter, I want to use the stuff. So, you know, look at those little gears fell out. I'm like, oh, so I put them aside because they got a home out somewhere else. Yep. And I love those little ladies, those little cartoony ladies. I'm going to start drawing little ladies now that I make little scribbly doodle fairies that our lovely Janet Nash taught us about. Yep, using up some more of them. Using up some more of them smiley faces. I really like those stickers. It's like what you used to get in school, like the stars. I should get some stars. I probably have some stars. That's a card I got. I like to incorporate that stuff, of course, and that's a little vellum-y, quote-y thingy. And it doesn't look right because the glue is just weird. And then that's a foamy, circle-y thingy. So, yeah, just a whole bunch of gluing, y'all. And I hope that this shortened video was a little bit easier for you. And have a great day. Ta-ta for now.